All right, welcome back to the Rundown here at State Champs. I'm Scott Bernstein along with Matt Maury. We're here every week breaking down high school sports in the state of Michigan. We lied to you last week. We told you we were done talking about basketball and we're going to move to football. We're going to come back and talk a little bit more about basketball because there's been some movement in the Vito Jordan situation at Detroit Renaissance, the head basketball coach that was fired from Detroit Renaissance back in September. He filed two different lawsuits, one in federal court, one in state court for wrongful termination. This past week he was in state court and this case got thrown out. So as of right now, you have John White, the former Southfield Christian assistant, as the head coach at Detroit Renaissance, pending a hearing in federal court on October 19th that is Vito's attempt to get them to enforce what he considers a legal contract that he had to coach Renaissance this year. You know, Matt, what's your take on what happened in court?
Not tremendously surprising, especially with the two dual lawsuits, and it'll be interesting to see how they rule on the federal level because there's a different standard for that. So we'll have to keep following this case as it goes along.
Quick side note, as we go forward, Carrington McCaskill, the Florida Atlantic University commit, the Mr. Basketball candidate at Renaissance, has not met with Coach John White. He's still insisting that he will boycott the 2019 season if Vito isn't reinstalled, so keep an eye on that. We're going to move over to some new coaching hires over at Clarkston. Dan Fife, after 36 years, stepped away, and they hired a protege of his, Timmy Wasilk, got the nod this week. He's a new coach of the Clarkston boys basketball program. Matt, you covered him when he was the girls basketball coach at Clarkston. What's your take on Timmy taking over the program?
Well, I think it was kind of expected almost that this was a no-brainer because it seemed like he was the coach in waiting, but I know talking to the Clarkston folks, they wanted to do their due diligence as fast as they could because practice is coming up soon. But it's a good hire. It's probably the best hire you can make in this situation. He knows the program. He's a Clarkston dude. It's going to work out well.
Clarkston basketball, the two-time defending state champions, the new person at the head of the line there, coaching the squad. We'll be back next week on the Rundown.